Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I will be showing you how to analyze a chart from scratch using a strategy called a quarter theory level. So with a quarter theory level, what you'll be doing is you looking for natural levels on the market which can act as your support and resistance. Then we check as to how does market behave when it comes to those levels. So without wasting time, let me quickly jump into it. So we're going to start with the major levels. Major levels will be your, it's going to be like your whole numbers from 1,000 pips range. It's going to be 1,000 pip range. Maybe let's just start with 33,000 quickly. Start with 33,000. We're going to, yeah, 33,000 is correct. Let me just make it black. I want to make it black. Okay, let's make it black here. So these are almost like your major levels. Let me also just mark them. Major levels. Major levels. I think all of them I will mark them major level. Okay, can we see? Is this thing? Did this thing? Okay, so I must try to move it to the side, make it bold, increase maybe the size. Then I have to say maybe middle, not middle center, let's make it middle right. Yes, let's see if we increase to 20, but 20 is too big. Yeah, I think this is correct. Then we're going to calculate 1,000 pips from here, from 3,300 to the next level. If I check, I think this will be my next major level, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to calculate. It's going to be 34,000, right? It's just two zeros. Let me make sure if it's exactly what I said it is. It's maybe a, let's see if it's 1,000 pips. Yes, I'm correct. This is 1,000 pips. Let us continue like that. But I want to focus. Okay, let us continue. Next level will be what? Will be 85,000. Continue, going to 35,000. 35,000. Next level will be 36,000. These are like major natural levels every 1,000 pips. Next one will be 36,000. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. We continue higher to 37,000. This is every 100 pips, guys. Remember, we just going to mark them major levels. These are the major levels. This is going to be 37,000. Then we'll have to just also mark it a major level as well. Major level. Major level. And we leave it like this. Okay, I think if I go to a higher time frame, your daily time frame, we might just get a reaction around what market does on the major level. But I want us to finish drawing all the major levels. Okay, I think this is good because we are inside these two major levels. which is from 33,000 to 87,000. We're in between this box. Can I just calculate how many pips is this, just for interest sake? Okay, so it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. This is like 4,000 pips in total. Yeah, I got it. Let me just, even if I do this, it will still tell us the same thing. Yes, I'm correct. I'm correct. Yes, yeah, almost 4,000 pips in total. These are the major levels. Then now let's go to our half level. So now we're going to be calculating half of each major level. I'm sorry for that. Let me just refresh. Just going to calculate half of each major level. So from 33,000, we are going to take a half of this level, which is going to be around 33,500. Let's see if I'm correct as well. Hey, now what am I doing now? Okay, it's 33,500. Then we're going to change the color here. We're going to change the color. What color can we make this one? Okay, let's rather make it red. These are the halves. These are the halves. Let's also calculate. Okay, let me just make sure it's the correct. Type it in. It's 33,000 what 500, right? These are your half levels. We still call them natural levels, like I was saying from the beginning. Let me just calculate here pips and check if am I correct with the pip range from exactly here. Oh my god. Okay, from exactly here. Okay, it's not 100% accurate, so but it's still gonna do the job. From exactly here, it has to say 500 pips. Yes, I'm correct. Okay, now let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. Let's get the next one. Let's get the next one. Let's get the next one. This is going to be 34,500. Just make it 34,500. Correct. Okay. Can I also mark them? Let me just mark them half. Let me just mark them halves. These are the halves of the major levels. Obviously, I will understand, but I don't want to mark them all. I just want to mark the bottom one and the top one. Just gonna mark them half levels. These 5 half levels are almost like I said, they are okay. Why do I not see when I'm typing here? Why is this thing doing this for me? Now what I did, I have to correct everything. I'll just call them half so that I don't write a lot of things here. How. Okay, I was supposed to delete this. Let me turn my I see if I can get this thing to. Okay, I need to turn my screen now. I need to allow my screen to flip. Okay, let me type them what half levels. Gonna be half levels. We'll say half level. Okay. Even here I said level major. Anyway, I still understand what is happening, so just going to leave them like that. Let's go on and continue. I'm feeling lazy now to mark the 100 levels. They're like your 100 pips levels, but we'll see. Let's get this one. This one is gonna be 35. Okay, this is this one. Okay, am I correct? Yes, correct. Now this last one, this last one, this last one. 36,500. 6,500. Yeah, 36,500. Also correct. So this one will also mark it as a half level. Let's go and mark it as a half level. It's rather text half level, half level, half level. Now we must mark in between. Now we must actually mark the quarter levels. The quarter levels are going to be in between these now. Okay, let's just go to a smaller time frame now. Let's make it 1 hour time frame. Make it 1 hour time frame. So on this 1 hour time frame, from 35,000 here, from here, from, let me just mark it like this, from 35,000 till here, this is your 1,000 pips. This is the box we are currently in. Then this is the half. The red one is the half. Now we need to get the hundreds in between, but I don't want to get them all. Yeah, I'm lazy to get them all. I'm just gonna get around these levels. But before I go on and mark them all, let's just go back and watch how market behaves around these levels. I want us to watch how market behaves around these levels. Start from back. Look at what it does around these levels. Look at what market does around these levels. There's just something special about these levels. There's just something special about these levels. Look at what it does. Look at this was just, look at this, look at this, look at this. They somehow act like your natural support and resistance. If that market touch them, fail to break, you see them going to the opposite direction. Look at, especially when you look at the major ones, because I marked around the major. Get what happened here? Same thing. So if you have your support and resistance around these major natural levels, then you've got a good trade on your hands. Okay, in this case, look at what it did. Formed some kind of a resistance, then eventually broke off around here. But this was a perfect resistance. This was a resistance. This was the break off of the resistance here. Let me just mark it as well. So this is where you took your buy trade, but it rejected here, then shoot down, double bottom down, broke around this level here, actually stayed on this level, then the next day came back, broke off, but could not break below this level. So this was now like your potential support level. But if I can unzoom and go back, maybe there's a connection somewhere. Okay, let me just do this. Let me okay, this level has to be connected somehow. There's no way, it has to be connected somehow. If there's no connection, yeah. Okay, but how I like to look at it is like this. Take it up around this. This was also something. You look at these levels, they keep on just continuing. Same thing over and over is happening, guys. So it means there's something powerful about these natural levels. So if market gets to these levels, you know something is bound to happen around these levels. Look at this, guys. You can study this thing on your own, make your own conclusion. You can study this thing on your own and make your own conclusion. Okay, but now I want to go to current chart. I want to look at current market price. Then we see how we can work around. Then what are we presented? We're currently on an uptrend. Currently on an uptrend. We are currently on an uptrend. Look at this. This is where our uptrend was broken. This was actually a support level. So yeah, it was actually a support, a resistance level, now turning to support. Look at where it happened. Look at where it happened. Just closer to our major level here. Broke off. So meaning we are looking at market going up until the next 1,000 pips. Next 1,000 pips for us will be from here till here. Okay, so now let's check. We have this half in between. There will be a reaction here. Mark it. I'm just gonna mark it, then we'll do a follow-up video on this because this is currently happening. This will be your, this might act, this level might act as a potential resistance. This one already is now acting as a support level. So if we broke off above our current resistance here, we are looking to continue higher. If we broke off around here, looking to continue higher. So now what you do, if I'm mixing this up with using if I'm mixing this up using, oh, this also will be a potential level as a, again, and it's a major level. It's gonna be a potential level. You see the price action that was happening here. Practically, these natural levels, they do support the theory. They call it the quarter theory. Then in between, there's going to be your 100 pips move, 100 pips, 100 pips, 100 pips. But I'm just lazy to tap into the 100 pips because from here, from 35,000, you're going to 35,100, 35,200, 35,000, and so on and so on. And the chart is going to be like, it's going to be full with a lot of indicators. So this is it, guys. This is it. This is it. This is it. So now let me go to a small time frame. Let's see if we can spice it up and just add extra confirmations and tools to give us an idea as to what are we looking for, what are we looking at now. Just try to get in a trend line here. Let's see if it allows. Try to get in trend line here. Just want to see if we have anything that is worth looking at or worth our time. Okay, unfortunately I think the trend line won't work out. Just leave the trend line for now, but eventually it will create for us. But you know that this is your, we are on an uptrend. This is your lower low here. So it's your lower low. At the same time, it's a level that is sitting on a major half level. If market tends to go to the opposite direction, structure, this is like market structure. I'm sure you understand market structure. If you don't, you have to check some of my videos that I've done on market structure. I think this is also a low on the same level. So practically, if we break below here, if we break below this level here, we should see a potential market dropping until 500 pips. But now, since we're continuing higher, we're looking at this market continuing as high as this or even more. Now let's say now we want to get a trade here, we want to get in a trade here, to get in a trade, we want to get in a trade. How do you take your entries here? This thing is exactly on top of, it is exactly on top of let me try to get it right. Try to get it right. Want it to look neat. Yeah. Okay, go to the higher time frame so that I get it neater, because it's going to be a critical level that we should be looking at tomorrow going forward until it's broken. So I have to try and make it as clean as possible, make it as neat as possible. Not 100% accurate, but as neat as possible. Okay, this is not bad. Not bad. Let me go back and check. Not bad. Okay, because we had a touch here, let me just try to get this one also in. There we go. It's there. Okay, so this is going to be a level that we'll be looking at. So what I'm looking at for the next coming days, because now we are already on a bull market, we are already going up. Overall, market structure is up. Obviously, it won't move up like a straight line. As you can see, we had an up movement. You have your correction, you have your up, you have your bit of a consolidation, then a continuation to the high side. Tomorrow, what we're looking at, we might get a small pullback. I don't know how far, or it can pull back until here. You never know. Then a continuation higher. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel.